host, Red. I got videos a day from Life of Abundance. Please like, subscribe, comment down below. I really appreciate that. That ciao. It's ciao.
Would you rather marry someone right now that your parents picked out or be single for the rest of your life?
I'm an orphan.
All right.
Ouch. Ouch. This is exactly why they say die alone with your cats, ladies. You know, when your girl does this to you too, she's into you just as much as she's into that cat.
She's fighting her instincts, not trying to eat it.
They're eating the dogs, they're eating the cats. Eat the cat, eat the cat. They're eating the dogs, they're eating the cat.
E outra coisa.
Você viu aquela menina ali? Olha a câmera.
Am I thick or a torta? You're definitely a torta.
Gee willikers, I had to switch from my iPhone to a freaking iPad to watch this. Baby, you're a tortosaurus with the side of a double whopper with cheese.
Shout out to all the fucking tortas!
Live TV.
Yeah, we apologize for the profanity.
Torta's a profanity now? Oh, he said something tortas. Okay.
Everything I ate today as a fatty.
We're starting out the day with some breakfast.
All right. I'm a donut guy. We've owned donut stores in my family all of my life, majority of my life. Stop it. Don't eat breakfast like this. Donuts is not good for breakfast, even though a lot of people seem to think donuts and coffee is a great breakfast food. It really isn't.
And we also had to get some protein in for breakfast. We got Dutch Bros.
We got cauliflower pizza for lunch.
I don't think the cauliflower is going to help it much with the healthiness, girl.
Ice cream tea with peach and raspberry.
For dinner, we're eating a burger bowl.
A burger bowl? Girl, you're not losing weight.
The Starry, zero sugar cranberry to end the night. We're ending the night with some Dippin' Dots.
The zero sugar soda doesn't do anything after you're going to have Dipping Dots right before you go to bed.
You know damn well that isn't what you ate in a day. Like, this isn't okay. And they're like, body positivity is the new healthy.
You know you're a fucking therapist, right? You should really work on being more body positive.
Okay, well, I'm positive your body could use some work.
This is Dr. Victor Blaine, a therapist with a 1-star rating on Yelp, which he claims is because his clients can't handle the truth.
The other day, my wife lost her temper and just started hitting me.
What did you do about it?
I just stood there and took it like a man.
No, you stood there and took it like a bitch. Next time, try a right hook or an uppercut.
While his methods might be harsh, he's technically not wrong.
He's not.
The reason that, I sleep with so many guys is because it's the only time I can really feel validation from a man. I mean, my dad told me every single day until he died that I was a failure of a daughter.
So you're getting closure by proving your father's point.
It kind of reminds me of my ex-wife, Barbara. Apparently, I didn't give her enough validation either.
So how many guys have you slept with total?
Just him.
All liars burn in the lake of fire, Becca.
What are you trying to say, Dr. Blaine?
If God ain't sending her to hell for being a whore, it's for being a liar.
Whoa, 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 whoa.
Well, my ex-wife is going to hell for both reasons. Fuck you, Barbara.
If you had 24 hours with me and I couldn't say no, what would we do?
Man, girl, if you don't bring your big
Yeah, I was like, I need to move the 80-inch TV.
ass over here and help me lift this goddamn TV. Alright? And when we done, we finna get the couch, we finna get the refrigerator. Alright? Come on. Hurry your strong ass up. God damn. All that damn flexing.
Bro, she could carry all the damn groceries in one trip. Oh, and make sure she doesn't forget the California King mattress in the garage.
That's why I f*** your brother too. He f*** me way better, makes me f*** way harder than you ever did. You could never ever make me f***. That's why. You don't know why I can't do that. Why you cannot.
Like, this didn't even have a mic. He's just doing this to her. She's just talking.
I'm the one
You
that
cannot.
my brother f*** you. You ain't talking about nothing. Your shit stink. It's
I
like
just
that.
say my.
But wait, there's more. You don't care. You never care.
Did you marry Golem? Smeagol? My precious!
Stop. Stop. Dude, like, actually run. This is manipulation. Guys, to avoid
Stop kicking me. The man didn't even touch you.
toxic woman like this in your life, please pay close attention to this next clip.
5 signs that she is a wife material. 1. She advises you not to waste your money, not even on her, but to invest it into something that would guarantee the both of you a future. 2. She
True.
wants a peaceful relationship. She doesn't fancy nagging you as well as she doesn't fancy you playing games with her. 3. She considers your loss her loss and your failure her failure. She is deeply sad when you fail at your goals. 4. She stays with you in any situation, both bad or good. Anybody can love and treasure you when things are fine. Any woman can help you spend your money when you have it. But the
Damn
woman
right.
who sticks with you
It's
when
easy.
you don't have any is gold. 5. You can cry in front of her and be confident that she won't think less of you, ever.
The reason why I showed you guys this video is because the last thing I want you guys to do is to end up with a woman like this.
Hey, what are you doing? I came out to check on you.
Huh?
What are you doing? Thought you were working.
I'm looking at this.
What is it?
It's wire. It's a spool of wire. And I'm almost out of it. Can you see the spool of wire?
Mm-hmm.
I'm almost out of it.
Okay.
And I've had this spool of wire for like 40 years. I bought it like this it's not a piece of a long time ago, but it's like 40 years of my life is in the wire that's gone. Does that make sense? This is what's left. Does that make
I'm
sense?
sorry to hear that, and I'm sad for you, but you're wearing your Jets hat, and I'm a little concerned right now that you're wearing your Jets hat. I thought that's why you were crying.
Okay, I'm done.
She wasn't checking on him. She came to manage his behavior.
Pretty
He was
much.
so vulnerable.
He was experiencing time. He was experiencing the past that he kind of missed out on. Or at least he felt like he missed out on, that he can't remember a good chunk of his past. I feel that way a lot sometimes too when I look at pictures of my mother. I look up and I just reminisce, and there's so many like missing memories that I wish I can just pull up whenever I want, but they're not there. And then I can also say, this is the remnants of my mother, is left as these pictures that I have of her.
Exposing his tenderness, and in that moment, he was completely dismissed, disregarded, and invalidated. She missed an opportunity to connect with her man at a deep emotional level and dismissed it like it was nothing. And that spool of wire represented his life.
It did.
The space he needed to sit in was dismantled without compassion or kindness. And you ladies wonder why men don't open up to you guys. Men are...
I mean, he said it. This is all he has left from a 40 years of spool. He feels the same way about his own life. I'm most likely that he's probably at the end of his rope soon too.
Afraid to open up to their women because they have been trained that it's not safe to do so.
Trained?
Women, yes, they have.
Women trained us.
Been groomed and trained by their past experiences in relationships with women that it's
Shout
not
outs
safe
to
to
you.
be vulnerable because
Alright,
the
she
woman
said
will
it.
throw it back in their face. I just did that video about how Shaquille O'Neal and Country Wayne were talking about how you can't ever be down to your woman, and the responses in the comments, and I was like, no, a man should be able to open up. There were so many men that were like, although this is a great thought, this is not how it is.
And it's funny because K. Michelle literally just did a post saying that how she feels like she's the man in the relationship if her man ever cries in front of her. Like, how dare you?
That's why men don't feel safe to be vulnerable.
I'm going to ask you a question, and you're probably going to lie to me.
Okay.
When you walk down the street and you meet women who are in their 40s, are more of them attractive than the women who are in their 20s?
Okay, you're right. I will be 100% less attractive when I'm 40. Thank you for pointing it out. I think that's a valid...
We're not trying to make you feel bad. We're trying to make you understand reality.
concern. You at 40, do you think your wife is ugly? Is that what you're saying?
No, why? That's not. Doesn't even make sense.
Yes, it does.
actually
You just
does.
you
No,
literally,
it doesn't.
You literally just called your wife ugly.
No,
Sorry.
no. See,
I
what
think
happens
she's
is
asking
this.
if your wife
Just-
has gone downhill since you got married.
Let me help you out with logic. If in 10 years you're less attractive than you are right now, that doesn't mean you won't be attractive. That's not calling you ugly. That's pointing out that you're less attractive than you were 10 years prior. Is my wife less attractive now than she was at like 25? Yeah. You know who the first one would be who would tell you that? My wife and every other non-delusional human being on planet Earth.
She went straight into gaslighting. Like,
Straight up attack his wife immediately. Oh, your wife is ugly now?
she's
Like,
sturdy, and she still behaves like a toddler.
You want princess treatment, but do you act like a princess? No, you act like a pirate, goddammit. You cuss more than a sailor. You drink more than a pirate. You know what is princess about you? Nothing. Yo, what?
Oh my God, I'm officially divorced. Yes.
Shake
Oh my God. I'm officially primary custodian of the kids. What about the child support? That's
None.
it?
or very little.
Tony, that's crazy. Why?
Yeah, there goes your lifestyle.
Getting me? Not all of this financial burden when my children is on me?
No shit, you ended the relationship.
Just have a look at that beta male cuck simp mangina. That disciple of the soy following her around and congratulating her. She thought it was a big payday. But unfortunately, sweetheart, you have to go find a job now.
She's poor. That's why she's gonna lose. She's gonna lose because she's poor. And she can't afford a lawyer. And he's gonna win because he can afford a lawyer that knows how to put a document into evidence.
Was there ever a particular case that you think about that broke your heart?
You're gonna try to make me cry again, Stephen. This feels unfair.
What is the one case?
The one case that
broke your heart?
It was a case that I won that I should have lost. I represented a pimp. That's what he did for a living. He's in prison for a long, long time now. But at the time, he had very brutally abused a woman who he had children with. And the lawyer on the other side of the case, the lawyer who represented his co-parent, his victim, if you will, was very inexperienced. And a judge who was very impatient. The key piece of evidence they had was a photograph of this woman's face after my client had allegedly beat her up quite badly. And getting a photograph into evidence is very easy, but it requires a very specific phrasing. So what you say is, I'd like this to be marked for identification. You mark the photo, and then you hand it to the witness, or you hand it to the court officer who hands it to the witness, and you say, I'm showing you what's been marked as petitioner's 1 for identification. Do you recognize that? Yes. What do you recognize it to be? It's a photograph. Does that photograph fairly and accurately depict your face after he beat you up? Yes. Your Honor, I'd like it put into evidence. That's it. It's easy. For whatever reason.
That did not sound easy at all. I just listened to the man like speak so much jargon, I don't even know what to do.
And most likely
I can definitely not repeat the freaking process.
Of experience, opposing counsel, I guess, didn't know how to get a photograph into evidence. Now, normally in that situation, a judge will be helpful. But this judge was just not in the mood. And opposing counsel said, I'd like this to be marked. And then she said, could you hand it to the witness? And she said, what is that a photo of? So I did my job. I said, objection. She's asking about the contents of a document, not an evidence, which is my job. Judge said, sustained. So she...
Again, I know lawyers are people too. I know they are. But they have to use the law to such a degree to help unsavory people, to just... It's just how the law works and how the system works. Just makes it so we have to hate these people in a way. I know they're people.
She said, okay, I'm sorry. Who took this photo? And she said, I don't know who took it. She says, okay, what is it a photo of? Stood up again, objection, asking about the contents of a document, not an evidence. And I could see opposing counsel getting flustered because she didn't know the words. And my internal dialogue at that moment was, just say it. Like, just get it right. Just say fairly and accurately depict. Just say it. I remember looking at the judge and thinking, like, you're letting this happen. You're letting this happen. Don't let this happen. Like,
I can see why he's getting emotional about it, because he knows his client is a dirty mother chucker. But he has to do his job and destroy the opposition, right? Again, this is, as much as, you know, women or whatever, we talk about it in this context of court system and stuff. It's a lot of times the lawyers, they just play everything they have in the book, and everything they have in the book is dirty. It's dirty.
she's poor. She's poor. That's why she's gonna lose. She's gonna lose because she's poor. And she can't afford a lawyer, and he's gonna win because he can afford a lawyer that knows how to put a document into evidence. And there's something really wrong about that. And the judge didn't. The judge just let her drown. And she asked 3 or 4 more questions that were the wrong questions. And then she just said, I don't know what to say, I'm sorry. And then she just sat down, and the case got dismissed.
This literally shows you that money.
Man, as a man, I feel it. This is I had a best friend that went to UCLA. He wanted to be a lawyer. He wanted to be a lawyer because he wanted to make a lot of money. You know, he grew up, he got leukemia when he was in 8th grade. He couldn't go to high school with us until like 11th grade and senior year. Those are only 2 years he was able to attend high school, because the first few years he had to stay at home because of his leukemia. And he went through UCLA. He literally only had 1 semester left of his law classes, and he quit. He quit because of the moral dilemma that this man is feeling right now. He cannot be in his right mind, or his, in himself, to defend such horrible people, even though it's his job. The man ended up going to culinary school. Now he's a chef. He's happy. He's doing well.
Money is everything. There's no real justice.
Are we watching what I think we're watching right now?
Around barefoot with her jungle war fire feet and already itching with crustaceans. That should tell you everything you need to know. Gentlemen, have some damn respect for yourself.
And your penis.
Haram. What do you think the way you're dressed right now communicates?
Why you gotta bring that up?
Because there's little...
If it intimidates you, just say that.
I'm not intimidated.
At all?
Not even in the slightest.
But you noticed.
I noticed that.
So we notice, and then that makes us intimidated? You're wearing nothing.
There's nothing left to the imagination.
There's very much.
Very little.
You can't see my back.
But if you were to bend over...
I wouldn't bend over, though.
But do you think it gives wifey vibes? Or
There
that's
is no
not
wifey vibes. It all depends on the man. If a man likes a girl that likes to drink and go out and have a good time and dress like a baddie, that's his wifey.
But you can be
Wifey to you can be totally different. You like a cottage housewife.
Why can't I be a broke, short, ugly guy and be a husband material, huh? What if just a woman just wants to see me for what I am and love me? I can't even say it with a straight face.
Makes you dinner, is home by 5 p.m. That's very much doable.
So you don't think most men want a lady in the streets and a slut in the bedroom?
That's my girl right here. She's a lady in the streets.
But when it comes to me, if I gotta throw some ass and I wanna throw some ass, I'ma throw some ass.
Funny how she thought she cooked, but she's right where she belongs. The streets. And gentlemen, whenever a woman says a man is intimidated by me or he's too insecure to date me, to translate this in the language of the woman needs, what she's trying to do is, I am gaslighting him because he won't accept me for my bad behavior.
Pretty much.
This Cooking with Kaya girl. It's because when you have a woman like Cooking with Kaya who is good at cooking, wants to cook for her man, is very outright about it, other women who don't do that, who think that it's not important, they get insecure about it because they realize, oh, my man is busting ass. I don't even cook for him. I don't even do this, that, and the other for him. And another woman can come in and steal him simply because
she cooks.
She knows how to cook and will cook for him. It's not about the food. It's not. It could be the shittiest toast ever. Microwave bullshit. It's the gesture alone, women. So for all you women out there that don't think it's important, I hope a Cooking with Kaya steals your man.
Women that hate other women who are driven to keep a home running very well are jealous because they cannot compare to the same standards. Now, ladies and gentlemen, that's it for today's video. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe.
Hello, ladies. Welcome to the barbecue.
Man. Oh, man.
So, I'm gonna need to call in a favor.
You know, it'd be even hard for me to be a lawyer, to be able to live with some of the moral things that these lawyers have to do in the name of their job. Like, again, I hate lawyers, but because they do what they do. But I also love lawyers in a sense because they also saved me in many cases too, because I paid for a good one. It's always about money, isn't it? It comes down to money. The way that, you know, the lawyer actually said it. The poor girl got screwed because she's poor. Same thing with us men. We get screwed over in these court cases, especially with children and stuff, because we're not super rich. We're not able to afford the super lawyers. And even if we could, we're still paying for their lawyer, and they have a super lawyer. Please like, comment, subscribe down below.